Welcome to Life Prep, important information that might save you and your family and friends' lives. Are you prep ready? Being prep ready means that if there's an emergency, you have extra food in your vehicle or in your house. You have things to keep you warm at night if you're stuck in your car for a while. You have a garden, hopefully. I believe in gardening. You have emergency things to keep you, camping equipment in your vehicle and home, so you have other sources of light and heat and things like that. I am fanning myself because I am a fan of old church theater. I just saw a wonderful production at their new theater in Bradford, Vermont, near Farmway, Pride and Prejudice. I actually was at the last performance of it, and it was really good. It was a different kind of spin on it, my modern version of the classic, and it was entertaining. And the actors played a lot of different parts. Well directed, well acted, a wonderful theatrical production. That is why I am a fan of old church theater. So back to Life Prep and wacky things. Oh, I want to actually go and get my little friend. So if you could, I'll be right with you. I love to entertain kids. Can't you tell by my wacky glasses? And I have a slight problem here with these fish. Wait a second. It's got my thumb. My thumb! Bit right through my glove. Look at my thumb. Wait a second. Sorry, folks. Stop that. Is there a plastic surgeon available? A doctor available? Forget the mask. I don't need the mask. It's all right. This is my friend Stinky, and the good news is Stinky is not always so stinky. That's the good news there. So I'll just be petting him to keep him safe. There we go, something like that. Life prep, though, is important. It's being prepared. If you are a Boy Scout or Girl Scout, you learned the importance of being prepared for any challenges ahead of us. Do you have extra flashlights that are working at home, smoke detectors that are hopefully working? Do you have emergency food? We're all so used to going to a supermarket and having lots of food to possibly buy. But if there's a major disaster like an earthquake, that bountiful food selection may not always be available. Hopefully it will. I don't want a massive disaster to hit us. Wait a second. That mask was a warm one, and I just was doing some running. All right. So it's having some food that's going to last a while. Camping equipment, like I mentioned before, that can keep you ready for a problem. Let's say your vehicle and many other vehicles are stuck somewhere, you're away from home, you walk to a supermarket and it's been cleaned out because of a major disaster. Food is now getting in short supply. The disaster may have been a month or a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, and food is not in ready supply that it was. Having a fish hook or two with some fishing line and a basic fishing thing could make a big difference in your life. Plus you have things to cook the fish with, like matches and camping equipment like I mentioned before. These are important. I don't have my vehicle loaded with food and loaded with camping supplies, but just a small amount just in case. Yeah. Are you ready? Are you ready for the trouble? Here's another thought I had. Unfortunately, you notice or see in the news vehicles, trucks, cars, and occasionally a plane that crash into buildings. It happens a lot with distracted texters and people falling asleep or having medical problems. My suggestion is that, let's say where you work or where you live, that you put in a dirt speed bump on your property. It's a little ways in from the road, but if someone falls asleep or if they're texting, a 5 or 6 inch dirt speed bump covered with grass is going to make someone pay attention. And if they're driving a Big Mac truck full of fuel that could really crash into your home or business or place of work, this could really hurt a lot of people. And this is going to make that person pay attention and start slowing down. But unfortunately, that's not enough in this world. That's why from the speed bump, maybe a yard or two, depending on how much room you have, you put in a wall. It doesn't, okay. That wall, if someone maybe had a heart attack and the pedals to the metal and they're slumped over and the speed bump isn't going to wake them up, maybe unfortunately this person has just passed away. That speed bump's not going to matter so much. The wall could save your life. Wouldn't you rather have a Big Mac truck? Well, none of us want a Big Mac truck coming near our home or place of work, but it makes more sense that it's going to crash into a wall first than your home. That's going to slow that truck down, and then it may hopefully come to rest to your home or place of work. Some of you might be thinking, well, hey, I live on the 3rd or 5th floor in an apartment. My place of work is there too. But if it's a Big Mac truck going over 100 miles an hour, a big truck, carrying a load of something that's very, flammable, kerosene or gasoline, the flames and the destruction could mean that your apartment or place of work could be in big trouble. So that's why you want that wall as well after the speed bump. One good news is even though there's expense in putting a wall in and time, this means actually on one hand, you have less lawn to cut. This is going to save you valuable time and money. Less time to cut the lawn, less gas to cut the lawn. And I hear that lawnmowers are not very economic vehicles, or there was one person said that they were one of the most polluting vehicles that we have around. With less lawn to cut, you have more time, like I said, and you're polluting the environment a lot less. This could make a world of difference for us. What about those people? And I used to cut lawns for part of my living years ago, and with my family's lawnmower, actually. Cut the neighbors' lawns for years, actually. What about those people? With less lawn to cut, they're going to make less of a living. Maybe, but they can help put in the plant flowers and do landscaping with these nice new walls that are putting on, that are put around your home or business where you work. And so actually these people might not be losing income at all. They might be gaining income because now they can have multiple sources of income, and it means more people are going to have jobs as well. Think about this. It's not just vehicles crashing into homes and businesses, it's flooding. If you have a wall around your house and maybe one opening where your driveway is and maybe some steps, if there's a massive flood, you have less sandbagging to do to protect your home or business or place of work. Okay? You'll just have a driveway. I love trains, and it's nice to hear the sound of trains going by. So if there's a major flood or a hurricane, you have that protection as well. Not just, so there's many reasons to do this. The one thing I need to say for places that have a lot of tornadoes, if there's a brick wall put in, like a cinder block wall, a tornado could pick up those cinder blocks and make them spin around at 100 miles an hour and crash into your building, your vehicles, and cause a bunch of damage and harm. So those people who choose to do this, I wish would put in, secure that cinder block wall with concrete and other ways so that wouldn't happen in Tornado Alley and places where there's tornadoes. So let's just recap this, okay? Actually, wait a second. All right, if you care about your friends, family, suggest they put in the speed bump and the wall. Check with your town planning board and things like that to make sure it's, get the okay. Oh, check with DigSafe before you do anything like that as well. This might save you and your family's lives multiple ways. It's the vehicles, planes, trucks, cars crashing. It could stop, or at least slow down crashing into to where you live. It's protection from flooding. It's protection from tornadoes, hurricanes. It might mean the difference of your house surviving a terrible storm. For many, many reasons. Plus, in the long run, it's going to save you time and money. This is worth doing, folks. So please Think about this and tell your friends and family about them. It means more jobs as well. So I like to have my mask, and there's a couple other ones. All right, I think I'm done for now. Be safe. Wait, maybe I'm not so done. Be safe. Ask your friends and family, do they prep? And if they don't, or they're curious about it, look online for prep safety. Okay? The prepper person is one who is going to be more prepared, like a Boy Scout or Girl Scout, for the possible dangers that might befall us. Hopefully these dangers won't happen, but we know that there's been tsunamis multiple places. There's been terrible hurricanes. Think about Puerto Rico. I'm sorry about people in Houston and Puerto Rico who have been suffering. These things have happened before, and unfortunately they might, hopefully not, but might happen again. So be prep ready. Thank you. A drum roll, please, for I am going to do the danger effect, the danger trick. I am putting my life in danger for your entertainment. I'm going to be wearing this overly heated, but with enough room to breathe, kind of bag. And if you look closely, you'll see it's very, you can't really see through it that I know of. There is no way to see through it. And inside, it's insulated. So there's multiple layers. This is going on my head. Wow. Well, I use this very dangerous spinning effect. All righty. Put that there. Drum roll, folks. As it goes on my head, I'll take that there. And now, let me just double check. One last thing. All right. And I'm making sure I have enough room. This goes on. Maybe I'll take that off. Watch closely. It was nice knowing you folks. All right. Watch closely. Look out, folks. Stand clear. Look out. Hi-ya! Want to see that again? Make sure. All right. Watch one closely one more time. Hi-ya! Thank you, and that there's more.
Dragon bags.